So... Oh, there we go. We are live. Let's go ahead, click play. Okay, it looks like we are live.
Any help?
Alright, so we finished our introduction and we came through a pink void. We wound up here in Kilima with Gina and Hecla. And so let's see what they are about to say now. So, Gina, was I too excited? Do you think it was overwhelming for Kat? You don't need to focus so much on others' opinions, my Gina. No one could dislike you. Oh, Kat, I didn't see you there. I'm still getting my notes together. Why don't you go find Ashura?
Can I eat today?
Alright, so we are going to go ahead and we're going to find Ashura in Kilima. Alright, so of course, oh, let's see, the ruins of an ancient shrine dedicated to the phoenix. Its splendor seems to have withstood the passage of time. It's quite a large statue. Got all the pink flow fire, which looks so cool. Go around, see if there's anything for us to find. Can I get up back here? No. Alright, so we'll keep going through here. Okay. And then climb. So I can climb any of the vines here. And Ashura? I always said it was Ashura, but Ashura sounds good too. And our first real look into Kilima, which with the fall scenery it looks fantastic. Heard someone saying hey. Alright, oh, and here we go.
Good to see you.
Hey there, you must be new in town. I'm Ashura, the innkeeper at the Ormuz Horn, and I've been helping all the new humans get settled. Unfortunately, there's nowhere near enough room for you all at the inn, but we do have some old plots with some fixer-upper houses on them. What do you say? Up for a little DIY? So, let's see. I'm more of a watch someone else do it type. Sounds like fun. If it's that or sleeping in a field, or you're just giving me a plot. Oh, I have seen the update news. What are you most looking forward to? I'm gonna say it sounds like fun. With that kind of attitude, I can't wait to see what you do with that plot in the future. But don't think you'll have to do it all alone. Here in Palia, we help our neighbors, especially when they're just starting out. Come on, I'll escort you to your new plot. If I'm right, our resident miner Hodari should be already there, getting things ready.
Thanks for dropping.
So yeah, with the update news, I was definitely really excited for that. I like what looks like it's going to be like a half angel, half devil kind of outfit. It looks great. Blackbird for Peace, welcome in. Thanks for the follow. Oh yeah, visiting the other farms are going to be nice. I'm looking forward to that. All right. Oh. So you can see our mangled house over here.
What can I do for you?
All right, it's coming along. A lot of trash left though. Shura, this our new resident? Yep, this is Kat. Kat, meet Hodari Pavel. He lives out in Bahari Bay, but he agreed to help us all get the old plots ready. Nice to meet you. Let's see. I'm gonna say nice to meet you too. Little on the reserved side. Hope you brought your work ethic because this place is a mess. So, how's it going with the plot cleanup? Almost done, just a few pieces of rubble blocking the front and you'll be able to reach the front at least. Why don't you take this opportunity to get used to swinging a few tools, Kat? I've got a spare axe here you can use. I suppose I can spare my extra pick too. It'll let me rest my back for a bit at least. If you need any help or have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. Alright.
Fair travels.
Looking at the size of the two together, you can tell that Asher is like a giant. I mean, Hodari only comes up to shoulder height, and he's about the same size we are. Alright, so what does Hodari have to say? How's Najuma been lately? Can't rightly say. Every time I try to talk to her, she gives me one-word replies and grunts. Sounds like another Pavel I know. Like father, like daughter. Okay, how's the clearing going? Remember, lift with your legs and swing with your arms.
Sure.
So, we need to clear some debris from the plot. And very helpfully, this tells us what we need to do. Let's grab our pick. And got a little bit more over here. An ancient thing. Return to Ashra and Hodari.
I usually work.
Alright, good work. You might end up giving Hodari and I a run for our money at the next Bahari Lumberjack and Mining Competition. I wouldn't go that far. A lot more practice before that happens. Maybe so, but neither of us is exactly young and spry anymore. Puts me at ease, knowing folks like Kat can take up the mantle eventually. Anyway, you probably got plenty of materials from that rubble. Why don't we use it to fix up your house? Just drop the supplies by the construction sign, and Hodari and I will handle the rest.
See you around, I guess.
Alright. Let's see. Here's the sign. What do we need? Some stone and sapwood. We have enough stone, but we don't have any wood yet. So let's go back here, take up our axe. Very nice. Yeah, the tutorials are definitely really easy to understand. They did a great job with those. It's really easy to pick up on exactly what you need to be able to do. Alright, so here's that. What happens if I click on it now? Already finished. HOA amazing. You built a house. Now I can return back to them and see what they have to say.
Yeah.
Looking good. Structure sound. Roof looks sturdy. This should keep you safe and dry. Little empty though. Why don't you take this workbench? Should let you make your own furniture as long as you have the supplies. Got some blueprints you can try out too. Nothing fancy though. If you want that, you'll have to go to Tish.
You're still here, huh?
I'm still here. Sound like I'm going to be running off right away. Let's see. Put down our workbench. And craft a wooden storage chest. Craft a wardrobe. And craft a chair. Yes, this is a little bit different from when I originally started playing. Alright, let's start with the storage chest. Set that right over here. Craft a wardrobe and craft a chair. Let's pick that one. So here's our wardrobe. Put that inside our house, I think. And then a chair. Oh, I need more wood for that. So let's see what else I can cut down. Is this wood? Nope, that's gonna be for our pick. This though should be able to cut. Let's see, can we make our chair now? There we go. And looks like a bookcase. Yeah. Make that. And put our chair right here for now. And then we can go back to our boys.
What?
That storage chest you made will come in real handy if you run out of space in your pockets. If you want more space, you can place more chests. And your workbench isn't just for decorating. You can also craft tool upgrades, ammo, and more as long as you have the recipe. I think that's about all we can help you out with. Why don't you head into town? If you aren't happy living off charity, maybe stop by Hassan and ask him to teach you how to hunt. And if that ain't your speed, Einar can get you a fishing rod and Ani'll set you up to catch bugs. After that, you can stop by Wrath and Badger to learn how to cook and garden. It was good to meet you, Kat. Drop by the inn whenever you're in the mood for a chat. You can stop by the mines in Bahari if you want, but I'll probably be busy. So, a little grumpy at first. Visible but harder. Right? Yeah, that the whole getting started is both a lot of fun and definitely a lot of work, a lot of grinding. So that's Hodari's way of saying stop by anytime.
Anyways,
Alright, so learning the ropes. Leave your housing plot. Yeah, at first. I mean, there's still a lot to grind for, but yeah, at first. Oh, oh look, our shirts match. Talk to Ani, talk to Hassan, and talk to Einar. Now, how do you all say Hassan's name? Do you say Hassan or Hasian? I know Tamal always pronounces it Hasian, but then Sifu pronounces it Hassan. And yeah, he's off over this way. So let's stop over here. Say hi to him.
just this once.
Cat, I presume? Don't act stunned that I know your name. I know everything that goes on in this village, including when someone new arrives. My name is Hasian, and I'm in charge of maintaining the natural order of the woods that surrounds the village. Be good to the valley and we'll have no quarrel. Use nature poorly, and you'll find I know how to rid this village of all sorts of pests. Can you teach me to hunt? City Hall requires I give you this bow and set of arrows. My mother is the town's blacksmith. A simple bow like that is an easy supply. It takes years to learn proper hunting. Start by aiming that bow at something, like those chappas or a sernok. Maybe you'll even manage to hit your target. What do I like to do for fun? I like to be left alone with my thoughts. I find myself to be all the company I need. Perhaps you should learn to become more comfortable with solitude yourself. And let's see, what are some of the things he would want? Antlers are becoming popular amongst the humans. I'm struggling to keep them in stock. Perhaps you wouldn't mind helping me refill my supply. I would be grateful. Okay. Oh, Hacion. Okay.
Scaring away all the prey.
And then he's obviously not entirely alone because he has this cute little plume puppy with him. Let's see. Happy to see you too. Find anything interesting? Let me guess. You want a belly rub? I wish I knew what you were saying. Who doesn't want a belly rub? And he would like some Sernuk meat. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Alright. Easy enough. Before I go back to him, let's come talk to Ani.
What you up to?
Hello, human. My mom, Delilah, told me there was another new human in town, and here you are. I have a present for you, a Bug Scouts official belt, and a set of smoke bombs, too. I'm Ani, and a member of Kilima's best and only bug-catching club. Before we get started, you gotta take the Bug Scouts oath. Just repeat after me. I promise to honor nature and all its creatures, to always lend others a helping hand, and most importantly, tell Ani if you see anything really cool. Pretty sure you made that last one up. Okay, fine, but you gotta promise anyways. We're bug buddies now, and buddies share their cool catches. Anyway, welcome officially to the Bug Scouts. Why don't you try to catch something easy to start? Remember though, certain bugs will only come out at certain times. Alright. My family runs the farm down the road. We grow the biggest vegetables. My mom won blue ribbons at the fair like a million years in a row. Amazing how kids think that, adults have lived for like a million years. Um, Alright, so he's trying to get a common bark cicada, but they keep getting away.
Oh, gotta run. Mom's calling.
Alright. Collect a blue butterfly or a night moth. So I will do that. Try this one. And... Alright. Easy enough. Let's chat with both of them, turn those in.
Man, I'm hungry.
Alright, I caught some bugs. Mom packed me too big of a lunch and I couldn't finish. That's not really a great reward, huh? I suggest you check your mail later, but the real reward is the fun you had learning to catch bugs, am I right?
Bye.
Bye! Alright, let's see if I can hit another one of these guys. Alright. Let's see what he has to
I don't
say.
have time for this.
Alright, why have you returned? You think I would praise you for a job well done? It is every Palean's duty to help maintain the balance of nature. In the interest of perpetuating that balance, I'm obligated to give you this. Chappas are not natural to this environment. They overpopulate and destroy natural wildlife and vegetation. It's only right that you humans help before you too begin to run wild. You may leave me alone now. I'm sure any further contact can be conducted over mail.
Good.
Alright, and then talk to Einar, and he's down this way. Let's get another one of these guys. That's fun. And our very tall robot friend, or Balder friend.
Do you wish to engage in conversation?
Oh, hello, you seem to be another new person. Unless I have previously made your acquaintance, in which case, my apologies for forgetting you. I am often too distracted by my oneness to take notice of such things as meeting new people. And there seem to be so many new people lately. What is the oneness? Silly human, the oneness is merely the oneness. The oneness cannot be learned by listening to the sound of air as it moves through your face flaps. It must be experienced. For me, that experience usually involves much fishing. Speaking of fishing, I hear you have fishing rods. Yes, I've been informed by Gina that you have emerged fully formed from the swirling mist. This is wonderful news. Happy day of mist birthing to you, new human. Other humans call me Einar, and I would like to share with you the joy of fishing. I understand it's customary for tutelage to require work that one does from home. I know there's a word for it, but I can't quite recall what it is. Please take this fishing rod and give it a try. I shall be here in case you accidentally fall in. Have you been to the forest yet? I find it's good. It's a good spot to search for the oneness. Many creatures who are of flow. Looking for a silvery minnow. So, speaking of falling in, I have a funny story about actually falling into a pond. I was in second grade, I was in third grade. We go on a field trip just down the street to a little park. We're having a picnic, hanging out. Everyone gets to play on the equipment. And while we're there, we're told stay away from the pond. Do not go near the pond. Well, it's late May, and tadpoles are in abundance. So, there we go. So I'm out there. I'm trying to catch tadpoles with some of my friends. We're completely ignoring the fact that the adults told us stay away from the pond. And I managed to hit a spot where it's particularly um, muddy. Face first, straight into the pond. Come out looking like Swamp Thing, covered in mud, head to toe. Yeah. Fortunately, one of the teachers took pity on me and took me back to the school so we could call my mom and get a change of clothes. But I had a few other teachers who were just like, well, we told you stay away from the pond. Now you're muddy.
Your lip movements are directed at me?
I have crafted many adornments made from fishing implements. I find them quite aesthetically pleasing. But I do sometimes wonder if I'm the only being who feels this way. What do you think of my adornments? I think they're charming.
Ooh.
This pleases me. I shall remember you find my adornments charming. I caught a fish. Congratulations, I hope you are able to experience the same joy as I derive during such events. However, my time with humans taught me your kind derives limited utility from living fish. Perhaps this is a more suitable reward for your efforts. I do hope you'll choose to continue this wonderful activity in the future. In the meantime, if I find anything I believe will be of interest to you, I shall have it delivered to you via mail.
The conversation
Alright.
has now ended. Goodbye.
Alright. So now we have to talk to Badger to learn how to garden and Reth to learn how to cook. Oh, the cute little things over here. What is this? While working for a snob like Eshe is enough to make anyone cry, I have a recipe that is sure to put tears in the eyes of any chef who isn't so unfortunate. First, you must find a tender young Palian onion, then chop it on the... and there it cuts off. Locate the recipe scraps for Palian onion soup. I'm guessing it's gotta be somewhere around here with the other one. I love the froggy bucket. Let's see. Oh, read. Alright, find an onion, saute in butter with equal parts garlic and spice sprouts. Once the mixture is fragrant, soak in water to create a rich broth. Alright, so let's see. Both are that way. And they're in there. 11 news. Oh, okay, we'll go over that. I'll look at those in a little while. Let's try to collect some of these while we're at it. Ah, yes, the fun of beginning when it takes you forever just to break a stone. Oh, I got a large shiny pebble. Alright.
Huh?
Hello.
Hello, dear. Got time to chat?
Hello, human. How are you liking the village? Is it better than your underground lair? Everything up here is awesome. What underground lair? What's that blue stuff above our heads? Hi, who are you? Um, Let's say everything up here is awesome. You never know, maybe I do have an underground lair. Good, good. I'm glad you're still able to experience joy after everything you've gone through. Personally, I would not be so chipper if I spent 10,000 years in a boiling underground lake. I always knew the humans were not really extinct, as those so-called scientists at the Academy like to claim. Extinct? You humans were far too advanced to let something as small as an asteroid knock you out. My theory is that you've been living underground all these years, sealed away in some ancient vault for protection. It was only a matter of time before you emerged, bright and beautiful as Bahari afternoon. Um, hmm. That seems a little off, but let's find out the truth together. Wait, you really want to help? It's been so long since I've had a paranormal pal. Keep a metaphysical mind out there, okay? So many people call me crazy simply because I don't fit their mold. If you find any cursed artifacts just lying around, let me know. I'm an avid collector. Alright, so we're looking out for cursed artifacts. When Clary and I were little, our favorite thing to do was go to the beach. In fact, I have it on good authority she still has a collection of shells we found hidden behind her desk.
Don't be afraid to pull the thread and see what unravels.
Alright. Oh, we got little talk bubbles over Hodari. What is...
I usually work alone.
Heard you've been putting in that pick I gave you to work. If you want to hone those skills, build yourself a smelter. First step is to turn rocks into bricks. I got a couple other recipes in stock that can help too. Check them out. Don't go and burn yourself on that. Okay. Recipe for a basic smelter. Alright. Heard you finished the first room of your house. Nothing warmer than a home you built with your own hands.
Can't do better than Sifu's.
Howdy, I'm Sifu the blacksmith around these parts.
Woo!
But you might recognize me as Sifu, the famous monster slayer. Let's see. Oh, well, I just materialized from a mysterious void, so... Right, I suppose I can cut you some slack for not recognizing the most famous monster hunter in all 12 provinces. How did a famous monster hunter like me wind up in a quaint suburban hamlet such as this? Well, that's a good question. Fortunately, I have a good answer. You see, I became a mother and I realized angering dangerous beasties was, well, a little too dangerous for my young son. So I took up the position of the town blacksmith. These days, I make blades instead of wield them. Hodari told me you're becoming quite the miner. Good for you. If you want to start doing something with all that iron you've been finding, might I suggest upgrading your smelter? Hodari should be able to teach you how if you keep working on your skills. Alright.
I'm starved.
Then... Alright, all sorts of stuff in there, but we don't need to buy anything just yet.
What can I do you for?
Oh hey, you're one of the newbies, right? Name's Reth, but you can call me Trouble. In addition to being bad news, I also provide Kilima with the delicious soups and stews here at the Ormuz Horn.
Ah.
Stop by later, yeah? Always happy to chat with a friendly new face. Can you teach me to cook? Oh, whoa there, you gotta learn to walk before you can swim. Unless you're a fish, but I'm like 97% sure you're a human. Tell you what, I'll stop by your plot later and walk you through getting a little snack action going. Just, don't wait up for me, okay? I might be a little late. I have some stuff to do first. My favorite part of the job is getting to know interesting new people. Like you. Maybe one day you can tell me what it was like in that crazy prismatic void I heard the humans came from. That had to be a trip. Yeah, romance in Caleri would be kind of fun, I think. I could always use some more garlic. Here's a little tip for you. Anytime a recipe calls for garlic, triple it. I agree so much with that.
Uh-oh, my soup's burning.
All right, so talk to Red to learn how to cook, and then talk to Badger to learn how to garden. So 263 meters off that way.
A
Hello.
magistrate's work is never done.
Another human. This village is practically becoming overrun. I'm sure you want to talk to me about securing a housing permit.
Oh.
Well, it's nice to want things. I want the crown jewels of Equindu, but you don't see me prancing around in a tiara. She would if she had one. If you need someone to hold your hand, talk to my dim-witted husband. Please only disturb me if you have important matters to discuss. Why are you trying to keep me company? Do you think of me as some frail old woman who can't even go for a walk on her own? She would like smoked oysters.
Stay on your best behavior.
Alright, so we're gonna keep going this way. Oh, no! Oh, I missed. Oh, I hit him the second time, though. I forgot in the beginning. These guys take 2 arrows.
Let us do our best.
Alright, well, if it is another friend I haven't met yet. I'm Badger the Farmer, and I sense we have some good times ahead. Did I mention, in addition to farming, I also do stand-up comedy? Can you teach me to garden? You've come to the right place if you care it about fresh quality produce. Honestly, I'm impressed to see you going after what you want. If I had that kind of gumption, maybe I'd be doing more with my life than just making ends meet. I'm just kidding around. Farm life's great, especially if you love to smell of Ormu manure in the morning. I'll admit it's a bit of an acquired taste. Tell you what, meet me on your plot and I'll walk you through the steps. Alright. Potatoes are the worst crops to harvest. They're so low to the ground they really throw out my back. What is my wife like? Well, I know she likes making other people happy, and what would make me happy right now is some rosy bitterling.
Call me an orange, 'cause I'll see you around.
Hi, Sashtana. Thank you for the hello and popping in. How are you today? Alright, meet Badger back at your plot. I like that they have the little house pop up with the flag so that it shows you which way you need to go. Oh yeah, the update that's coming Tuesday. They've been working so hard on getting more and more updates out lately. I've been playing Palia for about a year now, and just decided to start over to try giving streaming a try and welcome other people into Palia and kind of let them see what's going on. Oh, phone autocorrect. There's, yeah. So, what do you like best about Palia?
Can I help you out?
This place is already starting to shape up. Didn't expect you to fix up the house that fast. Figured you'd be stuck in a tent or something. Now that'd be intense. Cooking, gardening. I particularly enjoy mining. Um, and just kind of exploring, hunting, trying to see what I can find. But yeah, cooking is a lot of fun, especially when you have others to cook with. Let's see. I like making the place feel homey. Homes should be homey, otherwise they're just houses. Now that you've been working up an appetite from all that chopping and mining, if you've got patience, I got the solution to your woes. Gardening, all you need to do is wait a few sun cycles, and voila, dinner or breakfast, even lunch if the mood strikes you. Yeah, the lore and world building is a lot of fun. I know, it doesn't sound exciting, but trust me, nothing tastes better than a tomato you've grown yourself. I've got all the tools you need right here, too. Go on, why don't you drop this plot down and give it a good till? Or a bad till, I promise I won't tell. Oh, he missed a pun there. He won't till.
Thanks for stopping by.
An archive definitely would be nice. So let's see. Where can we pop down? I'm going to clear some things up here so I can put it right next to the house. Yeah, when I originally started playing, we started out with a tent. And it was, we had to talk to Kenley before we would get the house. So yeah, this is interesting that they start you out with a house now. I wonder why they decided to make that change. Ooh, foraging is now level 2. Let's pop this down right here. And then try to give it a till. Ooh. Let's see. Oh, I found a piece of flint. Nice. Yeah, tilling with the basic hoe takes forever. One of the things I do like about it taking so long is that when you do find something, you see the little pot in the ground. So you wind up with that instead of just, getting the automatic pop-up that says you found something. So let's see. I do not have any plants though, so I'm guessing when I come back over here, he'll offer me plants.
What brings you around here?
Oh, that's really sweet. Yeah, the butterfly beans, those are really great, especially because you can keep using the plain beans and then start harvesting your star quality and turning them into star quality seeds. And then those sell for a lot of gold. That's really good. You enjoy catching blue butterflies. Yes, your butterfly tower is definitely something to be seen. Hey, Spuddy, done digging. I found something in the dirt. Hot diggity dog, that is ridiculous. What a fancy looking doodad. Or is that more of a doohickey? Either way, I'm the last guy you want to ask about it. Next time you're out by Mirror Pond, though, you could ask Gina if she knows anything about it. For the things I can help you with, well, unfortunately, seeds don't plant and water themselves. You're going to need some of these bad boys. Consider them a housewarming gift. Once your seeds are in the ground, go to that pond and fill up this here watering can and give that dirt a nice little bath. Might take a few sun cycles and a few buckets of water, but trust me, it'll be worth the wait. They are. Some of them are so much fun because they're so bad, but some are just like, oh, really? Really? Some things you plant might have an effect on the seeds around it. For example, carrots and onions keep weeds from growing next to them. If you find yourself needing more seeds, you can pick them up at Zeki's. Well, I can't wait to see you again, neighbor. That would have been funnier if I'd given you 8 seeds. I gotta work on my material.
Happy trails.
So let's see. Ooh, my inventory is full now. But I've got 4 carrots and 4 tomatoes. So let's go ahead and put those. Go with kind of like he mentioned, kind of in a grid pattern to see what I can get from each one. And then I'll put the rest of my things here in there. Get a pack upgrade. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to need to make sure I water that as well. And then we'll talk to Ani. So yeah, they are some pretty bad dad jokes. And I do love my dad jokes, but some of them get pretty bad. You know, yeah, I actually was kind of disappointed with how they just dropped the shep right after that. It'd be really nice, especially with the dailies that they have now, if there was something you can do to kind of keep your relationship going with your shep. Actually, speaking of the dailies, what are our dailies for today? We need a freshwater eel and an umbran carp. Alright. We'll look into getting those.
Howdy. Yeah.
Hello, new bug enthusiast. My mom wanted you to have this housewarming gift. Fresh dairy from the Daya family farm. Welcome to Kilima. I ran all the way from the farm here, and I wanted you to have your mail. I handle all the deliveries around here. Twice a day, every day, rain or shine, 6 in the morning and 6 at night. So I think it's safe to say my job is about to get a lot more interesting. Do you like getting mail? You look like someone who would like getting mail. I mean, come on, who doesn't love getting mail? Unless it's a bill. You don't want those. Oh yeah, that's really great. Yeah, if you have them in storage, yeah, you just pull them out and you've got it. And I like that they don't take it away from you, like when you give gifts. I mean, obviously when you give a gift, it's going to go away. But yeah, I really like that, you know, you can gather them and you don't need to really give them up. Good, then I bet you'll be happy with what I have for you. Come on, check it out. It's your first mail delivery
I got a
ever.
snack.
Alright. And we got lots of new mail. So, you've been improving your foraging skills. Why don't you stop by the inn later? I'll teach you how to build a sawmill so you can put your supplies to use. Okay, Zeki. Dear cat, tired of going out hunting or bug catching and then have to drag your haul back to your house every quarter of a sun cycle? Well, look no further than for your solutions than Zeki's expanded backpack. Zeki's expanded backpack greatly increases your storage space and cuts those trips home in half. Stop by Zeki's General Store today. I mean, you can just hear the ad. Yeah, there's been a lot of people looking to see if they can get apple pie, and it won't let you make it at all. Dear Cat, so I just met you and this is crazy, but you're the only person I can think of to message. Something strange is happening with the Phoenix Shrine. Nothing world ending. Don't worry. But I could use your help if you've got the time. Okay. Dear Cat, heard you've been using that pic I gave you. If you want to learn more about the real life of a miner, come see me. I can teach you how to make a smelter or copper bars or even ceramic. It won't be easy, but it will be rewarding. Einar, dear Cat, the other day my hook caught an odd fish that I realized was not a fish at all, but rather an old leather foot encasement. I put the encasement aside, and then I noticed a small bit of sun-consuming life growing inside several days later. Its determination and newness to the world reminded me of you, so I gave it to Ani to deliver you via mail. That's really cute. Dear Cat, apologies for my son's rudeness the other day. I wanted to let you know you're welcome in this valley, and if anyone says otherwise, they're going to have to go through me. As a welcome gift, I made this chapa skin rug with one of Hasian's pelts. Just the thing for a hunter like you to rest their weary feet on. That is super cute. And then Ani, dear Cat, I was thinking if you're going to become a master bug hunter like yours truly, you're going to need a way to take some snacks on the go. I thought you might like this picnic blanket and basket. I made it all by myself, with my mom's help. Yes! I just met you and this is crazy. Yeah. There are some really, really cute little things like that in the game. So let's see. I'm going to pop this down over here so I can sit out on my picnic blanket when eventually my tomatoes grow. And I'll put my new rug over here. How about like that? And then I'll set this on the chair for now. Alright. Oh, and now we have Red.
Good to
Hello.
see you again. Whoa.
Yeah, the Easter eggs are definitely fun. Great to go looking for. So, he saw a badger leaving. Is he teaching you how to garden? I'm terrible at that kind of stuff. Seriously, I managed to kill knapweed, and that stuff's supposed to be invincible. One of the funniest things is hearing people talk about how they've tried to grow mint, which will grow anywhere and overrun anything. But like the second you try to actually grow it properly, nope, it's dead. It won't go anywhere. It's like you gotta leave it to its own devices and then you'll be covered in mint. But otherwise, you're never gonna get it. Anyway, let me teach you about the single thing I'm not ashamed of, cooking. Here, you want to take this campfire recipe. Once you've got that built, I'll teach you a couple of recipes you can set and forget. Oh, we know he loves his soup, so what about soup? Ah, soup, my beloved. The perfect food. What can't it do, really? But don't get ahead of yourself. We'll do the soup eventually. But you don't exactly have a full kitchen setup in this place.
Well, you know where to find me.
Fair. Alright, so place a campfire on your plot. I'm going to need to make one of those first. And fortunately I have everything I need. Let's put that... how about right here for now? That works.
I totally wasn't
Organize
sleeping.
later. Oh hey, campfire secured? As secure as an open flame. Next you want to forage for some mountain morels. They grow up here and around Kilima. Can't really miss them. They're bright red and, you know, mushroom shaped. After you gather enough, you can pop them on the fire and have yourself a skewer. I don't think I need to explain how food works. Actually, maybe I do. You are technically a baby. Make sure you're always well fed. It'll help you focus and pick up skills faster. That's why I always keep my soup flask on my hip. Never know when I need another burst of energy. Anyway, better head out now. Once you get the hang of the campfire cooking, stop by the inn and I'll hook you up with the good stuff. And by good stuff, I mean stove. I'll hook you up with a stove. See ya, cat.
Uh-oh. My soup's burning.
I did see that on Reddit. Yeah, his smolder look. Those two could definitely be brothers. Alright, so fortunately we have some mushrooms right here in our own yard that we can forage. Which is too bad that we can't eventually, like, grow these again. it'd be nice to, be able to grow like mushrooms or garlic or spice sprouts on your own plot. So let's go put these on here. Yeah, it'd be really nice to be able to grow those things on your own plot. I mean, I get that they want you to go out looking for them, but one of my big disappointments about the new plants is that you can't get seeds from any of them. So as much as you're out there and you're enjoying doing the bloom event, you have so many things that you can't go ahead and keep growing like you would with any other regular plant. So you're kind of stuck going to the bloom every time and hoping that, others are there.
I always have time for my constituents.
Greetings, I'm the Honorable Kenli Bahari, the firstborn son of the late Kehun Bahari, the 118th Duke of the Bahari Province, and brother to Kenyara Bahari, the current Duchess of the Bahari Province. I mayor this fine village, and it's a great pleasure and honor to welcome you here among us. This place is coming along swimmingly. Why, there's walls and a proper roof with no leaks. Butter, it's a bit small, isn't it? I like it cozy. Of course, but how will you ever host a party? We use the manor for all sorts of celebrations. That's why I brought you the permit to build your first home expansion. I had to spend an entire hour remembering where to find the paperwork, and then refilling my favorite pen. Of course, once you build the expansion, you'll probably want to fill it with furniture. I hope you have a hefty nest egg set aside for decoration. I'm completely broke. Yeah, I was running through Kilima somewhere around like 10 o'clock p.m. the other day, and I ran into a completely untouched bloom event. Fortunately, I called it out, and people like just were like, "Oh, great!" They weren't expecting it, so they all kind of joined in. But yeah, that's amazing. There'll be so many times it's like you kind of pop into a server and you go look for the bloom event, and it's 3 p.m. and you still find some that still haven't been touched. Oh dear, you didn't inherit anything from your parents? Wait, I suppose you can't, can you? Oh dear. Ah, why don't you take this bit of pocket change? If you sell it at the shipping bin, I'm sure you'll be well on your way. In fact, you can sell all sorts of things. Just open up the shipping bin and see. No, I'd better head back. Kilima can't go too long without me.
You're always
Okay.
welcome at City Hall.
Alright, so let's see if we can sell the quartz over here. Give us 150 gold. That's rather nice. And then I'm going to want to put that one down. But I think I can sell the choppa-tail. Let's sell the fish and the butterfly for now. Give me 244 gold. That'll be nice. And then let's cut down some of this so I can put the next one over here. Alright. And once I have more seeds, I can come back and plant. Have you managed to get the Duskwing plush yet? People are really great about joining in on honey lures and sharing with others. Yeah, definitely, if someone is calling out that they're dropping a lure, jump in on it with them. Um, you can get quite a few. Oh yeah, I know when the rainbow tip butterfly first came out, people were really upset if anyone came even anywhere near where they were doing a lure. Which some I think had valid reasons for it. There were some people who'd use the Supreme smoke bombs, so they'd be the only one who would actually get the drop. Um, which is, pretty rude. But at the same time, it is a cooperative game, so if somebody does jump in, you kind of can't get too mad at them because, I mean, unless you flat out say, I'm dropping a lure, don't join in, people are going to kind of think that, yeah, you're welcoming others to join. Um, yeah, you should, as long as you're like within a certain distance, I think. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's not too difficult though to just kind of hop in and, just kind of be polite about it and join others. It's really too bad when some people get nasty about it because there are so many very warm, welcoming players in the game. Alright, so I don't have any planks or bricks yet, so I'm gonna need to talk to Ashura to get those. Um, let's see, and then I need to get some more focus, so let's grab some more of these. One of the things that as a new player was really weird for me the first time was finding out that flow trees, everyone waits at the grove to be cut. I didn't know that in my first, few days playing. And so, there was a small one that I was able to cut on my own, and others are like, "Why are you chopping?" And it's like, wait, what? And like, those don't respawn. And it's like they're a one and done. I'm like, oh my gosh, I had no idea. Fortunately though, the other players were pretty cool about it. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, of course you wouldn't have gotten that just yet if you're brand new. Yeah, I mean, that that's kind of that's kind of upsetting when
Nice to
people are
see a
like, well,
new
I'm just
face.
not gonna wait. Um, yeah, there are a lot of unwritten rules, but the nice thing is so many people will also jump in and help you with them. They're not going to just most people aren't just going to be kind of crappy with other people over it. Um, one of the things that I'll do, especially if I'm running around and a grove spawns, is I just go through, hit the trees once so that I know I'll get the drop, and then I'll go running around doing other things while I wait. Um, especially because you can try telling other people to wait. Sometimes, though, they're pretty rude about not wanting to wait. And it's awkward kind of being there when the others are cutting, even when you're not doing anything. Um, because if you tell them, hey, wait, others are coming, and then they don't, you're just kind of like sitting there like, well, crap, what do I do? Yeah, and I don't blame you for blocking them. That's definitely, you know, uh, people who do that and the people who get really upset about people playing spam pot down in the underground. Um, I mean, I personally like playing the regular game, but spam can be fun too if you really just want to get the coins. But people could be so mean about it. Like, you have new players who don't know what spam is, or people who aren't spamming fast enough, or people who get kicked, and then they're not able to like exit out of the game. And people are like, why aren't you spamming? Why aren't you spamming? And you can't even say that, hey, I got kicked right now. So kind of hope that people kind of infer that by the fact that you're not playing. Um, Ah. I've played Spam Pot before, and it is pretty fun, when you get a good group. But yeah, when you have the people who are just like rude about the whole thing, it really leaves a nasty taste in your mouth. All right, so Asher and Hodari said they set you up with the basics, and so she's coming around to make sure you have everything you need. Happy home means a happy life, and what makes a home happier than decor? All right, if you want to finish that addition you're building, you'll probably need some bricks and planks, and Asher will help you with a sawmill once you're comfortable with foraging. Hodari sells the stone smelter you'll need for the bricks. If he's not in the village, check Bahari Bay to the east. That's where he lives. Isn't setting up a home exciting? There's just so many possibilities. If you ever want to feel inspired about what your home can become, check out the home tour board to the left of your plot exit. Kilima sets up a show home with all kinds of furniture that you'll be able to build, and other new humans have set up plots too. Yeah, going through the tour boards is amazing. People come up with such incredible things. Yeah, I've definitely heard that spam is easier, like if you're on Switch or on console. Um, I play on PC, and until I upgraded my computer, it was one of those, if other people were spamming and I got caught in a like others wanting to spam, my game would crash on me and shut down. Because my computer just couldn't keep up with the sudden change um, like before my turn had fully ended. Um, that was really crazy. So I did appreciate when people started calling out, hey, we're doing spam over here, so that I didn't accidentally join a table that was gonna crash my game.
Oh,
All right. Oh, we're gonna become best friends. I like that.
I'd better get back to work.
All right. So, finish building my extra room and visit the show home via the tour board. Yeah, Tish is a sweetheart. I have played on my Switch. I find it a little difficult to play on the Switch because the screen is so small. But it is good to have it, like, to be able to run around and play anywhere you go. All right, visit the show home, and then so let's look at that. Um, let's look at the Serene Courtyard. Oh, okay, they're all the same. And then I have my first housewarming hero. That's pretty cool. I like how they managed to make this seem fairly circular, even though it's all blocky. Oh yeah, the difference in settings is just incredible. Oh, that's really cute. The little flower beds. Why do I still have my axe out? Okay, well I guess I can't put that away. This is really cute. Right. And this, I know, Firewolf, you set yours up, which is awesome with the way you have all the different bellflower things. Um, and so you're showing off all the different colors for the bellflower. And you can kind of see some of that in here. And there are so many um, interesting ways they look. I'm gonna go on yours next, actually. So this looks really cute. Let's go over. I'm gonna show yours off because I love the way that you have um, all of the different colors on all of those. I really like that. Oh, it went to a random one. All right, go back. There we go. All right. So yeah, I love the way you have this set up. Um, but then for anyone who's going on the home tours, this is beautiful to see just how each one you have it all going across for each color. So you have the base all the way across this first row. So you see what it looks like just plain, and then all of the alabaster going across this way, and you can see how it highlights the different accents, and I love it. Um, and each one has, such an incredible difference to it. Um, where you can see like these, you really see the marbling texture to it. With the red, you also, you see that it actually looks, to me, it reminds me a bit of lava. Um, you can see just like how the different accents really show with the different colors. And the purple, you can really see the marbling in this one. And then this one, I think this is the autumn. It has such a cool, um, like dark with the gold accent to it. I like that. But then something that like Firewolf, you and Garis and I were all talking about is that the tops of these just kind of look scratched, which is really disappointing because the blue is really pretty. Especially you've got the really nice like blue metallic accents to it. But when you're looking at the tops, it doesn't have that marbled texture. It looks more like it's just been scratched. Um, but I'm gonna give you a one for that. It's very cool because I love how this plot came out. Um, and I love how you've been sharing it like the whole time too. So yeah, again, yeah, you can really see it on the tables. I mean, this just looks so cool with the marbling texture. And Lishastana, you said that yeah, with the berry, oh my gosh, does that really just it pops out so nicely. And then it's a little more like muted with the alabaster, but I really like how that looks. It's a very neutral. So instead of having the real wood tone to it, you have more of a more neutral shade, um, which is nice if you want more like the color of the walls and any decorations you put in to really take center stage. But yeah, Firewolf, I'm so glad that you were able to finish this and put this up because it's so cool to see um, how each different one looks. And it kind of lets you go around like, oh, okay, maybe I'd really like this red bookcase, but I think it would go really well with, say, so like take the red bookcase, but maybe put it with the berry colored sofa, let's say, which would be really cool. And yeah, the lights are on. I don't know. It says, oh, I can turn them off and on myself though. So yeah. Yeah, I really like what you did with this plot. So I know you were talking about doing this with the other things, and I can't wait to see what you come up with. All right, so we're gonna want to talk to Gina, check back in with Tish. Um, can I put my gear away now? There we go. Oh, on yours the lights are off. Ah, hmm. I wonder if it just puts them on for anyone who's going to the plot. Hmm. I'll have to check that out again later and see how that goes. I definitely want to get some more materials while I'm on my way. And then hopefully also be able to hopefully I'll be able to level this up enough so that I can start getting these a bit easier. Oh, more of them. No, that Cernic is just stuck. I'll take advantage of that. And there's a lot of silver over here. That's good. So what are your favorite builds so far? Like things that you've put together yourselves. What would you say is the favorite thing that you've put together? Yeah, the floating Agapu is it's always funny to see. Especially because they're just looking around back and forth like how? And here's a nice flow tree, but even if even if I could, I can't actually hit it with my axe. But I will call it out to anyone who might be looking. Um, so hopefully someone else can get that and have the wood from it. I will have to wait at least a little bit longer um, until I have the right materials for that.
Yes, so much to learn.
Yes, your wedding venue is awesome. A large room, grand harvest. Oh, okay. Oh, so you had a different furniture style in each room. That would be really cool to see. Did you get settled in? All right.
Huh? Oh.
Yeah, next time they do home tours, if you put your venue up, I definitely want to show that off. All right, so we found a flow battery, and she's been looking all over for something. We found this buried in the ground. Guess I'm just lucky. Well, it's certainly my lucky day. Humans use these to power all sorts of things. You know, there's this old door under the waterfall that I've been trying to open. It's just a little way past the shrine where we met at. I tried all sorts of things to get it to open. Maybe this battery could be the key. Why don't you heap the battery and give it a try? This place used to belong to your people after all. You really should be the first one to check it out. Alright, that's fair. Chat with Gina. Not sure what the ruins around the village used to be, but based on the fact that the buildings cluster around a central square, the plethora of old books I found in the subterranean structures, and the fact that there's a space in the meadow where there are no ruins that kind of look like a sports field, I would guess some kind of school. Although it's possible human civilization wasn't organized in the same way ours is, so I might be totally off base. Oh no. Oh, that had to be so frustrating. You clear out the plot for it and just to find out it's not at all what you expected. That's awful. Alright, so she would like a mountain moral. Alright, talk to Jean about the Phoenix Shrine. Alright, she found a piece of statue that looked like it fell off the Phoenix, so she returned it. Just when it started glowing, just like when I dropped out of the sky. Check out the shrine, but only if it's convenient. Gina is so cute with how she's like, I don't want to, I don't want to bother you, but and you kind of like know that that's what she wants you to do. Yeah, I tried to figure out the alchemist cottage, and so far, I haven't really gotten into the way it's going. Some people have made some incredible things with it, but I haven't really gotten into the flow with that yet. Alright, so let's go over to the shrine. See what we find along the way, if anything. Some more copper, that's always good. Oh, so wow, each one is smaller. Yeah, that would get frustrating pretty quickly, I think. So hopefully, hopefully they'll figure some things out with that to, make that a little more user-friendly. They have 10 windows. Oh, oh wow. Yeah, I definitely think I'm going to be sitting on that update for a little while and just admire what other people are making first. Alright, so I think we put the battery in here. And then we can go in. Alright. Let's see. What do we have down here? Ooh. I often pondered why this temple was built here of all places. I believe I finally found my answer. Flow in its raw form is so powerful, and here it is combined with water. Together they have evolved into something else. I'll have to study it more to get better answers. EW. So here's our first idea that hydroflow is a thing. And was there anything? I don't think there was any way to get on this side to anything I needed, but I know there was some on the other. One of the things I really like about this game is just, you know, the exploration lets you find so many interesting things, even if you're not really necessarily using anything right away. It at least lets you look around and see. Like, there's the chest over there that I don't think I can get to until after I have my wings or my glider. Alright, so a bowl with rust on the bottom. The inscription has been worn away by time. The original inscription has been carved over. What's left of the carving says Nev Elving with a frowny face next to it. Guessing never leaving. The worn inscription says, "Roots of darkness take hold from echoed woes. Our hope shall live on so long as this water flows." Let's see. So it's 2 words, and it has 2 left out after Nev and 2 between the L and V. So I'm thinking that would have to be never leaving. And especially what we find out later on. This strange writing says, "Knowledge grows the mind even in times of strife. To enter here you must supply that which grows life." And putting it together, if you put water into here, water helps you grow life. And you're in the water temple to begin with, so it kind of helps you put that again. And never leaving the iron on again, right? Alright. Well, hello again. You actually did it. I heard the rumbling and came running. This place is amazing. It must have been some kind of temple. Can you actually read the carvings on the walls? This is ancient human writing. Actually, no, that makes perfect sense. You're a human. Of course you could read your own language. You scout ahead. Hecla and I will survey this room to see what we can learn. Does flow mix with other elements? Was I just as sure? I might have been. I read myths about unique types of flow. Outside of that, if flow is really in the water around here, it would explain a lot.
Excuse me, I need to do some reading.
Would you like to communicate?
How can I care for you today? She thought she found an ancient communication device, but I know it to be a game made for small humans. I have concealed the true nature of the device from her so that I do not diminish her joy from finding it. I do not perceive any real difference in joy based on falsehoods from joy based on truth. Joy is joy, is it not? I think I'd have to disagree with that. If someone let me believe a lie just because they thought it would make me happier, I think I'd be a little upset. Probably more than a little upset. Hecla says we shouldn't be here, especially not Gina. Why? This is a sad place. I'm prohibited from saying more at this time. I'm sorry, please don't ask me any more questions.
I must return to my Gina.
Alright. Let's see, what do we have here? Another phoenix statue. headless statue. This chamber was added for your protection. Do not give up your faith. The king shall free us when it is safe, and our people will roam the land again. So yeah, you can definitely tell there's some really dark history in all of this. Okay, return to Gina.
Hi.
I hope I didn't freak you out too much when I clammed up. I just never witnessed an actual human reemergence before, and this whole thing is just a lot. I'll have to take a close look at Hecla and see. It's a lot for me too. I guess appearing out of nowhere would be a lot scarier than just watching someone appear out of nowhere. You're an archaeologist? I wish. Right now I'm just an apprentice. I'm doing my thesis on human reemergence with the hopes of becoming a full scholar. So if you see any interesting artifacts that need examining, go ahead and send them my way. They might be the key to becoming a full scholar. Or, you know, the key to you discovering the mystery of what happened to your people. That second part is obviously a lot more important. Forget I said the first thing first. I found something up ahead. What is it? Some big runes. A rune. Intriguing. Perhaps this was a temple. I wouldn't try to navigate that area without a glider. You'll need to speak with Najuma about building you one. She usually hangs around Bahari Bay. Okay. Yeah, it does kind of look like goggles or glasses.
Do you require assistance? Goodbye, human.
Alright. So let's go ahead and head back out. We're going to need to talk to Najuma about getting a glider. Alright, we'll also want to make sure we go back and water our crops again, so that we definitely have those still growing, because we need to harvest a carrot and a tomato. And looks like Ashura has some dots over his head, so he wants us to go talk to him. We hit some garlic over here. So the bloom event isn't happening right here, so it's around somewhere though.
Hello there, friend.
I know starting out a new place can be tough, but you've been doing a great job. Thought I'd help you out. I got a couple of recipes for purchase that might make your life a little easier. You'll probably want to get a sawmill first thing to turn that wood into planks. Don't cut any fingers off, okay? Alright, let's grab ourselves a sawmill. And so nothing there yet. Alright. I fish more for the relaxation than results. I don't remember the last time I actually caught anything. Subira would like grilled mushrooms.
Thanks for dropping by.
Alright, so let's see, what are my other quests? I'm gonna need to return to Reth. Okay, I'll put that one off for a minute. I want to be able to do this one because that one is uh, finished. And we'll get those taken care of. So I think we'll get that settled. And then I want to take a look at some of the
Good to see you again.
other clothes and the like. I had a feeling you'd stop by. I grilled some mushrooms. All right, a bit more practice and you'll be making your own soup soon enough.
Ah,
But hey, I wouldn't mind if you kept stopping by for mine. In fact, here's a free sample. It's on the house. All right. I thought the only thing he wanted was a place to contemplate how much other people
stop
disappoint
by
him.
again soon.
He's got an
Hey, you.
exclamation point.
Ah. Whoa. Ah.
I definitely would not enjoy lettuce soup.
Whoa.
You can never go wrong with hot, soggy lettuce. Blech. Still, I'm getting some complaints from a regular dinner crew. They begged me to make something, literally anything else. But I don't know, no other recipes have really caught my eye, and Clary won't let me in the library anymore after the incident. Hey, think you can go ask her if she's got any cookbooks? Maybe I'll get some new
I
inspiration.
have to leave for mysterious reasons.
Alright. Let's go over there. Oh, I gotta talk to Tish too. Let me talk to Tish since I'm coming up by her first.
Such a great day, isn't it?
You're back. Did you get a chance to check out the show home? Yes, it was huge. When Ashley came to me with the idea for the show home, I was so excited to help her fill it out, especially since it's a decor style I don't usually go for. Leaving our comfort zones can sometimes inspire us the most. I've actually been working on a new set. It's a little rustic, but I think it's perfect for someone who's just starting out. Why don't you take these recipes and see if they can inspire you more? You might even come up with some furniture ideas of your own. And if you run out of materials, you can always pop by the register to purchase some if you don't feel like making them yourself. Or you can check out the furniture I've got in stock. I try to update the rotation every day. Alright.
Stop by again soon.
The books here have stood the test of time.
Another newcomer, eh? Perhaps you think this building looks friendly and inviting. Maybe you thought you could even borrow a book or two. Incorrect. A Palian librarian's job is not to just loan books out willy-nilly. No, she must also guard the knowledge within those sacred tomes. I don't know how they did things where you come from, but we Palians believe knowledge in the wrong hands can be disastrous. You may peruse the books marked for public use, but you won't see a drop of extra knowledge until I have properly vetted you. Now, off you go. I'm far too busy to keep coddling you. Alright, I'm looking for recipes. Reth put you up to this, didn't he? Ugh, that boy will do anything to wiggle out of his punishment. I still haven't gotten the stains out of the ceiling. Only you can save Kilima from the lettuce menace. Then perhaps Kilima shouldn't have hired a carpenter to cook. Oh, very well. You may take one and only one. You'll find them on the shelf. And if a single page is returned to me tomato stained, that will be a lifetime ban for the both of you. Ah,
Feel free to return.
she is.
Respect.
She is something. Alright, so there's a book to the left and a book to the right. A dessert cookbook or a fancy cookbook. I'm going for desserts. She is very stern, that's for sure. She needs a friend.
What can I do you for?
Alright. I brought you a dessert cookbook. Sweets for the Sweet, a guide to making drool-worthy desserts. Looks like somebody has a taste for the more refined things in life. And by that I mean refined sugars. Mind if I start calling you Sweet Tooth? Don't answer that. I'm gonna do it either way. Oh, and I almost forgot. Here's a bowl of my world-famous vegetable soup to show my eternal gratitude. For some reason, I have a lot of it left over. Go figure.
I'll see you around.
I like how the, so here's my nickname for you. Do you mind if I call you that? Oh, too bad. I'm calling you that anyway. Alright. Let's go back and water my garden. Oh, I see some garlic growing over here. Always grab garlic. Let's see. I know I'm also going to need to... Oh, he does call you by your nickname occasionally. I don't know how much he calls you that after a while, but he does call you by the nickname occasionally, for a little bit at least. Alright. Let's go ahead and water our garden. Refill that before it gets too low. And put some of these things away. Now let's see. I can make my basic sawmill. What do I need for the smelter? I need more animal skin for that. So let's get this sawmill going. And we'll set that down over here. Just pop all of those in there for now. And then for the smelter... Alright, well, let's go hunt a couple Sarnak and... so we can get that one out of the way. Ooh, I don't think I'm going to be able to get this one because it's a big one, will I? Nope. Oh well. Alright, there's the 6 o'clock bell, so looks like I do have mail. Oh yeah, I forgot how things don't go very far originally. tiger lily flowers. Let's see, usually you can find some Saranac over here. But of course, because I'm looking for them, they're not around. Oh, I did not get the rummage. Thank you for reminding me of that. I've got to get that one, and since I've got to go to a party to talk to Najuma, I'll have to get the one there too. Alright. Let's find a Saranac. Did they all decide to go to sleep? A Star Mountain Moral? You know, I really wish that we could display, like, the star morals. Oh, look, we found the flowers. I wish we could display, like, the star morals or the star, Oh, let's see what I can grab before time it winds up. Ah. I think I got most of them. That's good. Grab a bit of the clay while we're at it. So yeah, one of the nice things about getting the rummage piles early on is you get all of the recipes and everything. So it's not just the random items you can use, but also various recipes, and I like that. Oh, yes. Oh, good call. Let's see, that is 100, and that's 100. That's 7, okay. If I have to, I'll have to run that back home. Now I do that. The important thing right now is finding a Saranac. Thank you for the reminder to watch my pockets, because yeah, you can find yourself overflowing real quick. Yeah, it'd be really nice if they had some more recipes that, you know, as time goes on. As time goes on, you can wind up, you know, getting new recipes for something else. Alright, well, I don't think I'm going to wind up with that right now, so let's head home to drop these off first. Or actually, let's head over to Zeki's so I can sell some of these things off. Alright, I can get more of these pretty easily, so I'm gonna sell those two off. I'll sell this guy off. I guess that's 3 spaces. That's at least enough to go and get the rummage pile. Alright. Oh, I've mined 20 nodes. What did I get? A small handheld device. Hmm. Alright, so I need to build the stone smelter. We're handling that one. Craft and place a table. Alright, take that one off of there right now. Talk to Nijuma, and I'm going to investigate the shrine. Alright, I should be able to get this one, and then we'll head home. Oh, I should buy something from Zeki's too, so that I get the coin. Alright, let's see. I am going to buy an onion seed. I get two. And then I should be able to start making my own soup pretty soon. Alright, pop these in here. Of course, that's going to fill up super fast by itself. I can put one onion in right now, and then I'll till one more spot. There we go. And have crops harvested soon, right? And talk to Nijuma and visit the shrine. Let's go ahead and talk to Nijuma first. Ooh, oh, that's right. You get some of the money back for the things that you've bought. And then, ooh, some new recipes. Awesome. Alright, well, put it up to you guys. Should I go ahead and head back over to the Phoenix Shrine, or should I head straight over into Bahari? Alright, Bahari it is. And who do you think I should make sure to make friends with? Like, who should I really focus on their friendship first with? I personally really like Ref. The Caleri definitely needs a friend. No doubt about that. Alright, let's see. Nijima is right outside her house.
Hi. Hello.
Oh, hi, I'm Nijima. I work with my dad in the mines, or at least I used to before he said it was too dangerous. And not that I meant to complain to complete strangers, sorry. It's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Wait, I just said that. Forget I said anything. She is adorable. I think she's gonna be my first best friend. Everyone assumes because we're the only kids in town, Ani and I must be besties. But it's really not like that. Ani talks too much for my taste. I don't know, he's an okay kid. We're just not really close. Let's see, can you build me a glider? Ooh, I can help you out with that. I've been troubleshooting my glider tech lately and I need a bunch of test volunteers to help me with the aerodynamics and stuff. I do it myself, but my dad's been really overprotective lately. He won't let me in the mines, he won't let me jump off cliffs. Ugh, parents. If you're interested, and I can make one for you too, just bring me these supplies. Alright, I can do that. Food always tastes a little better with garlic. I mean, I'll still eat things without
I
it.
wouldn't blame you if you don't come by later.
Alright, so... let's see, I'm gonna need sapwood for her and some Sarnak hide. This is gonna be hard to take down with just... oh, no, maybe not. Aha! Oh, and I got 4 hide out of that, so I've got what I need for her, as well as the one I needed for the other smelter. So that's good. Let's cut down a few trees, get the wood we need. Oh, can't do that one. Let's see, I need another tiny tree somewhere. Here's some. Alright, let's go ahead and bring this back to Nijuma. And then we'll go find the loot pile here in Bahari. Oh, she's already off this way. Alright.
Oh, hi.
Alright, I bought supplies for the glider. Alright, let me put all this together there. Just let me know if anything goes wrong or if it suddenly falls apart. But I wouldn't worry, I've worked out most of the kinks already. Most. Alright.
I wouldn't blame you if you don't come by later.
Alright, so now I've got my glider. Perfect. And let's go ahead and head down to the shore to see where this loot pile is at. Let's see if I can grab one of these. One of the things I'm really going to enjoy about starting over again is finding all the plushies. And starting the whole plushie collection over again. But definitely get some of those, especially those give me 40 gold each, which will definitely help me pretty quickly to the goal of upgrading my bag the first time around. Let's see. This will take. Alright, but now I'm out of arrows, so I have to make more of those. When there's garlic, I can take that back over to Najuma on the way out. I think catching a crab was one of my daily goals. And oh, no, it's an unburned carp and a freshwater eel. The nice thing about finding the loot piles is there's only certain spots where you're going to find them. So if you can like set yourself a path and easily figure that out. So I have the recipe for a flotsam towel holder. And my pockets are filling up pretty quickly. I'll really start focusing on some of the fishing next time. So I'm still working out my stream schedule, but I think for right now, I'm aiming for Tuesdays and Thursdays, starting at 4 o'clock and going either till 6 or 7. And on Saturdays and Sundays, I'm thinking starting at noon and going probably till around 3. So it's quite a bit to start out with, but it'll also be really nice to kind of jump in and really focus on, you know, the beginning of the game. Alright, finished grabbing some of these on my way up. Go give some garlic to Najuma and head on home. Let's cut through here. Oh, can I farm the iron already or no? Nope. Oh well. Alright, so I had a
Not a
Najuma
lot of
again.
people come out this far.
And I still haven't figured out the time release mechanism. If you're looking for presents for my dad, he really likes Chop-a-tail decor. Ooh, kinda wish I didn't say that. I think the disembodied animal parts look is pretty tacky. Gotta say I agree. Wow.
Come back later, if you want.
Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll eat my lettuce soup for right now. All right, make our way back home, stick some things in the shipping bin, and we'll call it a night. Then on the agenda will definitely be to start knocking some of these quests out. Definitely make sure to get some of these materials smelted up for use. Should be able to start changing things up to copper tools pretty quickly. And
What
here's
brings you
Delayla to
back to
say
the
hello
old
to
farm?
us. Hi there to borrow one of Badger's turns of phrase. Hope not bothering you, but I wanted to make sure you're aware of a new initiative. Ooh, tell me more.
Ah,
It's a chance to get some exercise, a breath of fresh air, and maybe even make a few gold pieces if you play your cards right. Zeki, is that you? Nayo and I have been hard at work opening up a new ranch just outside of Kalilma. Wondering if you might be interested in owning a pen or two and raising some livestock. Sounds like fun. I knew you'd find it exciting. Now give me this bell that'll summon Sugarfoot to take you to the ranch when you're ready. All you gotta do is give her a ring.
can't chat now. Got lots to do.
Alright. Let's go ahead and pop this down then. And next time we'll go check out our new barn.
Oh, hi.
Yes, I definitely want to get my gear quality going as fast as I can. Hey, I felt a little bad that you've given me so much stuff and I haven't given you anything back. Thought you might like this wallpaper inspired by my starstone quartz. It's kind of plain, but sometimes plain is nice, you know, like how cloudy days are good for
We can
inventing.
talk later, I guess.
Alright. Let's go ahead and put some of these things in here. I want to keep that out for right now. And let's make my other crafter. Let's get some of this going. And let's see, I've got quite a few planks. I don't think that's as many as I needed. Oh no, nope, I only have a third of what I need. So I'll definitely need to start working on some more wood while I'm at it.
Oh, goody. Someone to chat with.
A housewarming gift? Wait, I'm confused. Isn't that how humans do it? How strange. Well, here in Kilimo, when someone new moves into the neighborhood, they go around with small gifts for their new neighbors, snacks and toys and the like. If you ever want to be invited to one of my wife's dinner parties, I'd suggest making the rounds.
Maybe
Alright.
I'll take a little nap.
Alright. So, I'm going to go ahead and leave off here for now. Thank you all for joining me. And until next time, have a great evening and see you hopefully on Saturday. Good night, everyone.